What? What? My jaw is dropped and I'm fucking lost for words. What? Did Cell get dicked in hell? Oh my god. What is this story, man? This is nothing but pure fucking internet fan service. And that's not a bad thing. Anybody else seeing this shit? Am I the only one that's actually like thinking about this shit the way I think about it? I really don't mean to. Give me a second. Let me watch this. Let me pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm getting wrecked. The computer's doing a great amount of damage. I was really just kidding. Holy shit. What? No way. There's no way. What the fuck? I can't even do a combo. Just auto combo me. Yo, what the hell? Before we do this battle here, let's try to put that into perspective. Let's say you had a friend and your friend just got out of prison and they basically that was hell for them. And like they say the same thing along the lines of Cell of, oh, it was unimaginable. You won't believe the shit I had to go through there. And you sit there and ask them like, well, man, what happened? You know, what did you go through? And if they did like shit or had a personalities as worse or on par with Cell and Frieza, and they sit there and say, just use your imagination and turn away as if they're like embarrassed to fucking say what happened, and somebody tells you to use your imagination, what the fuck else would you think would go on, especially for the targeted audience of this game, which are fucking teenagers to young adults? What do you think they're gonna think about? I was joking about that, but Cell actually fucking said that shit. Are you serious? They don't even have genitalia. And the only thing Cell has is that goddamn tail on his back. So am I correct? Am I wrong in thinking that fucking Cell and Frieza got pillaged in HFIL? In a fucking Dragon Ball game? What? Cell is ashamed. This is Cell we're talking about. The man who was so fucking proud of being perfect and destroying the earth and causing destruction and harm and torment to the Z Fighters. He was ashamed and told Goku to just use his goddamn imagination. See, I'll say this, and then we'll start this shit up. This is how I know. And this is a good thing, by the way. This next thing I'm about to say. This is how I know this game was made for die-hard fans of Dragon Ball, because there's like little shit inside of the story that if you haven't been an avid fan of Dragon Ball, if you haven't been at least watching Super or like been really interested in the series, you're not gonna catch on to any of this shit. It's not gonna matter to you. I've watched some people talk about it. especially people who are like fighting game fans, but not necessarily fans of Dragon Ball, and they'll talk about it, especially the storyline. And they have every right to, because it makes sense. They'll go into the storyline and be like, oh, well, the storyline was kind of pointless and it was long and it dragged on and it made no sense. And then they have every right, because like they're not gonna catch on to like all these like these nuances and all these like these just the small details within the writing and shit like that was made for somebody like me who's been watching this shit since Dragon Ball and has avidly kept up on this shit and like knows the little shit within the universe. This is what you really call fan service. This is one of the greatest things about this game. This is one of the greatest. I will keep saying it, and I'm gonna keep saying it because the game keeps fucking surprising me with shit like this. Even though that last scene was fucking questionable as hell, I'm still questioning. Is it just me being like me? Or did Cell and Frieza really get fucking raped in HFIL? And that's what they're implying. And it's just like, if you don't give a fuck about Dragon Ball, none of this shit will be entertaining to you. But it's so entertaining to me because it's like, it's just fucking entertaining. I can't explain this shit. I like it. I love it. The AI is easy as fuck. The AI is free all day, every day. But the story mode, this is the best Dragon Ball story mode in a video game I've ever experienced. Out of all the games that I've played, this is the best. This is the fucking best. What the fuck? Who's on here? Cell and Frieza? I like that was going through my mind the whole goddamn time. Like, why in the hell are they sitting here talking about HFIL? Like we've seen scenes of them in HFIL, and GT was just a barren fucking frozen wasteland, and in the Z series it was just like, it was like heaven, except it was red and there was blood pools and little cloud spirits floating around that wasn't strong enough to have their own body, and the villains trained and sat in cells. That was it. Fucking the whole time I'm like, why in the shit are they talking about this like they got fucked? Oh my god, man. Holy shit. I can't believe this shit. I'm gonna be stuck on that. I want y'all to know, before we continue this talk with the characters, what are they gonna say? What do you got to say? What's up? What's happening?
Well, it would appear the machine is safe.
Okay, before we continue this talk, I want y'all to know, like, I understand that what I'm about to say next may sound like conceited and vain. I apologize for that. But it's like when I think about the shit that I think about, and more specifically talk about this game, like what I thought about, like I sit there and think about sometimes, like, am I the only one that actually thinks this? And I know that's not the case. I know that's not the case, but I'm only one human. I live inside of this body. I can only think for myself. So sometimes I sit here, especially like by myself. My cats don't watch Dragon Ball. All they do enjoy it. They don't keep up on the lore as much as I do. So I sit here and I'm like, am I the only one that thinks about this shit like this? And like when I sit there and think, God, Cell and Frieza talk like they just got fucked in hell, and then Cell says some shit like that, that's gonna blow my goddamn mind. That's gonna blow my motherfucking mind off the goddamn planet, out of the cosmos. Holy shit. We're gonna continue. We're gonna go on. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do. I do apologize, but that's my thought process. I try to keep like as genuine as possible, and as like non-egotistical as possible. But just like certain things, I can't help but think like I'm possibly the only one that thinks like this, because like no, they wouldn't put that in a fucking storyline. They wouldn't actually say that in a goddamn children's / teen game. Use your goddamn imagination. Holy shit. Let's play this game. Let's see what else they got to say. This shit's just blowing me.
Yeah, I've about had it with this. Not being able to destroy these dopey tagalongs is really starting to get on my nerves. What's with Bulma? Does she not value her pathetic existence?
As long as she continues to be useful, then that's really besides the point.
If I were to hazard a guess, I'd say you had a plan brewing.
You'd be correct. But I require more than just some foolhardy button pusher for what I have in mind. The advantage, I believe, is Bulma giving Goku and the others some sort of technological assistance.
Damn, Bulma, I can't help but like Bulma looks good for her age. She's supposed to be in like her 60s or 50s. That's confirmed. Let me see. Let me check up on it. Let me double check. I can do that. I can ask the Google God. How old is Bulma Briefs? Dragon Ball. Bulma is now. What? Oh no! Oh Jesus Christ! I read that wrong. I was about to say. It said she was born August 18th, age 33 in Universe 7. I read that wrong as she was 733. How old is she? Wait, no way. Oh, what? Look, we on Reddit now. I'm looking up shit on Reddit. So it says we're gonna listen to this sweet Dragon Ball music while I read this, cause I really want to know, and some of this shit makes sense. So, give me a second. Hold on. So Random Stranger asks, what age is Goku in Super? We know that Bulma is 38 in Battle of Gods. Bulma is not 38 in Battle of Gods. She should be around 45 years old around the time Battle of Gods take place. We rewatched the film. My teases Bulma by saying that she'll be 41 in March. Battle of Gods takes 4 years. Battle of Gods takes 4 years after Super. What the fuck? The math is basically right there where Bulma's age should be. Is that me being ignorant, or is that in continuity? How the fuck does that work? Okay, so I'm gonna say Bulma's between the age of 45 and 45 and 50. Either way, god damn, she doesn't age. All right, let's get on to the game. We'll do all that later. This is why I like this game. It makes me want to get back into this shit. Y'all, like, I don't know how many times, like, back in the day, I felt like I've watched Dragon Ball and all the movies so goddamn much, I wring the fucking towel dry. And then, like I told y'all, like, Super, I want to get in it, but the thing that is stopping me is the writing and the animation. It shouldn't be that in 2018, in a time where Battle of Gods is your best looking animation style, that for some reason the animation in Super is bugging me. Even though, like, I can watch Super and have a smile on my face and be like, damn, this is why I like Dragon Ball Z. This is why I loved it back in the day. It's just something about the animation that kind of bugs me. And it's like, I play this game and it has like my brain working to the point where it's like, okay, how old is Bulma? Or what's the power level of this character? Or what character would happen if or what would happen to this character if they fought this character? Like, I'm over here goddamn debating myself, doing fan theories and shit like that. Oh my goodness. This is DLC and in-game loot box. When it comes to the storyline, when it comes to fan service of this game, I will continue to say that shit. They fucking did that. I don't think there's out of all the games that I have personally played, I don't think I've seen any other company commit to their fans as much as this company has when it's come to this game. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, because I know my Dragon Ball lore and I know all the the like meme shit and like all the shit that people talk about online, and they must have did years of fucking research to incorporate all of that in there. Either that, or there's really somebody once again at that goddamn company that has beat their dick to this series as much as I have. And that's a good thing.
Aha, yes, now I see. So it's her you're after, or more precisely, her skills.
Well, the restoration of my army will require talented technicians. But before I begin recruiting, I think we have a little trash problem to take care of.
Hot damn, man. Hot damn. Like, it's so good. It's so good. It is only good if you love Dragon Ball and you watch the series, like you grew up on it. If you just like which is okay. If you're just a fighting game fan and you coming along because the mechanics seem fun to you and it's a new game to get into, it's not gonna make sense. It's not gonna give you that same type of, oh my god, like does this game actually exist? Like, am I actually playing this game right now?
Let's go! Don't make me laugh! Let's do this! Like that? I'm not through with you yet! Right there! Over here!
Oh,
Get ahead! Like that! Right there! Straight! Should have missed your brain!
oh boy.
Over here!
Oh no, wrong way. Ah, shit. Ah, no, he popped out. Oh no. But let's pop this Sparking though. And that's gonna KO. No, it's not. It's scaled heavy. Holy shit. And see, another thing about this is like, how I was talking about, oh, fighting game fans are into this, but they might not be too much into the lore. Like, I want to get better at fighting games in general. Like I've always liked fighting games. I grew up playing a various amount of games in my day, but you better be damn sure, out of all the type of genres of video games that exist out there, I've always had a fighting game. I've always had fighting games in my repertoire. I can show y'all my fucking shit right now. But like, I want to get better at fighting games. I've up until a certain point, I've only been a button masher, and they've been something that I've been a casual. You know what? That's what I can call myself. I can call myself a casual. I've been a casual at they just walked up in there like this they crib. I've been a casual at fighting games, so I want to get better. I want to better myself at fighting games and do all the cool shit. But like when I play this game, it's just like none of that shit matters. At certain times, I just want to button mash. At certain times, I want to do the auto combos to see the cool shit. Because I was watching a Super Saiyan Showdown, and it was like Sean was saying, he was sitting there playing a game, and he was like, man, it's like I'm working inside of the studio. It's like you're watching the anime, and that's what I feel when I fucking play this game. It's like you're watching an episode. It's jeez. Fuck, man. I could power up for days and sit in the hyperbolic time chamber and tell you all. It's gonna keep happening until I'm done playing this story mode. Until I'm ready to give this game a proper review. That's gonna be how I feel about it. Nothing's gonna change this shit. Nothing's gonna change that shit. I've only played 1.5 fucking arcs, and I still feel the same, the way I did when I first popped this game in. And I know there's a lot of games in there where I'll look at them and like they might look good, and I might hype them up until I go back and I examine them. Like we'll take for example Shinobi Striker. The game looks aesthetically pleasing, but it can use work in a various amount of areas. So it's like I'll hype up a game, and later on I'll go back and I'll rewatch it, and I'll like, okay, I can see its flaws here, here, and here. Like Mega Man 11 for example. I still think that game looks fucking, compared to all the not compared to like Mega Man X games, but compared to all the Mega Man games, that game looks goddamn great for a 2018 Mega Man game, continuing from the Mega Man series. I think it's great. I go back and watch it. Okay, it's some areas that I think it could use. I think it can improve on, and then in certain areas, I do agree with other people out there. It's certain areas where it does kind of look like Mighty Number 9. So then my opinion changed. But this game, my opinion has not changed since the first time I touched that fucking beta. Which is why this game, let's ride.
All right, Goku, explain now.
I don't really understand the details myself, you know, so it almost seems like Frieza isn't a bad guy anymore.
Are you nuts? Evil might as well be seeping out of every pore in his face. No reformed person could ever look that evil if they tried. Now, how about you shut up and do something about these guys?
Bulma, things are about to get complicated right now.
Enough talk! You must now activate that machine at once!
Time is scarce, as is my patience. Stop this needless repetition, will you?
Hey, calm down and relax. We have our own problems to figure out too, you know.